So, like I was saying, you have to install the driver once you have confirmed that your wireless network is active by running that ifconfig to make sure that you have WLAN listed as part of the wireless network, just like the way you have it here. Then you have to write the first line to install the package. So that DKMS is the package. And then git clone is you are getting the file ROTL, L for language, 8812 AU. So you are cloning the aircrack-ng as the package you want to use to launch the attack. So this is what is actually going to crack the password is what? Air what? Crack what? Ng. That is the technology you are using. Then CD, and I said the ROTL88 this is the directory where the clone file will be stored within your Kali. And that's why you are doing CD, the directory. That is why you are entering directory, while here you are fetching the file in that word directory. Can I switch now? So let's go and execute them line by line. So I'm going to start with the first line. Remember that you must have done sudo what? Updates. If you have not, if you are doing it for the first time, ensure that you must have done updates before you execute all these commands. So let me start with the first one, which was sudo apt install DKMS. Then it's asking me to be acknowledged as the user, as a root user. And to achieve that, I will just type what? My password. So it's now what? It's telling me that I have already installed it. But in your own case, if you have not run it, it takes some time. So let's all execute it now. Is this still going? Okay, so once you have run that, now we cannot clone the aircraft engine in our Kali directory by simply writing git clone git clone. You are giving space after git now. Then you give space before the HTTP s, then slash github.com slash aircraft -ng slash the directory ROTL 8812 AU. If I run it, destination part what already. So your own, because I've already run it, that means what is already here. So you can, if you run your own, it's going to take some time to clone all the file in that directory. Username. It's asking for username. I don't understand when you say username. Are you not running this as root user? No. Yes, I think that. If you are running as a root user, I should ask you for username again. So let me wait for us to confirm that. All right, so let's move on. Let's move on. You see. All right, now let's enter the directory, which is what? CD what? CD, you enter the directory. So now we are in the directory where the aircraft engine was cloned from GitHub. So the next thing is for us to view the file there, sudo then dot slash. Run this. Sudo dot slash, run this. Let me see what your own will generate. That's where we see it. So we are going to run this to check for availability of what? Network or connected Wi-Fi. So these are some code we are going to run just to ensure that everything is in order before we start launching the attack. Because if some of these things are not confirmed, there are some that we are not going to run again. So like now, if you run what? IW what? Config. Is different from what? IF what? Config. When you run this, what we are checking is what? Available what? Connected Wi-Fi. So let's go and run that and come back. IWF config. Sorry, IW config. So now remember that we are supposed to go to. So is this what we get? Okay, so no wireless. Now you can see there's a wireless here, and it's calling the name of the wireless, which is what? ITEL what? That's the name. The name of the wireless we are connected to. That is what? Okay, so
for my own, the one you connect.
And the mode is managed. Look up the mode. There's a reason why we came here. The reason why we asked for this is to check whether there's wireless and the mode of communication it is right now. If it is unmanaged, you cannot hack that what? Wi-Fi. This manage must change to what? Monitor. That means what? You are now monitoring. So you can only break into Wi-Fi when your own is on what? Monitoring what? Mode. So that will now take us to the reason why we are going to start learning how to convert, how to switch from manage mode to monitoring what? Mode, before you can crack the encryption code to access the Wi-Fi. Now, if you come back here, now, to know the version, you can just run what? ls what? B release hyphen what? A. All these are optional, and you are only trying to ensure that everything is in order. And at the same time, we are also learning some other what? Kali Linux what? Command. So let's look at LSB. LSB release hyphen A to know version. LS now LSB release what did you get?
LSB.
Now do sudo, just do sudo su to go back to the main directory, then run the command, because you were in that directory that we cloned from. So let's see what? LSB.
Still in that, we're still in that place.
Okay, so let me just okay. Still there. Let me see. Let me see. I'm still there. Let me create another one. LS what? LSB release hyphen A. What did you get? You have confirmed. It's like the command. Okay, you all do ls ub. Let me see. We are missing something. So you just to check version. Let me just see. We are missing something. Let me see.
It's eyes.
No, it's
It's small.
It's normal ls that we normally do. As you go back to where to the slide.
Yes.
So don't run a sudo apt update again, so that you will not stay here till tomorrow morning. So let's go to this one, lsusb. Let's go to lsu. Let's go to this one. This very one. lsusb to show the driver used by the adapter. ls what? USB. That one work, right? Let me see. ls what? USB. I think what? Okay. What did you get? Okay, boss. Don't update, so you can terminate the update, provided you have done that update before. Okay, so now this was the name of the. Now, when you run this is what we actually want to get here. What did we get here as the name of the rector? What? Is it the same thing you get with mine? Check.
From the LSUS.
Yeah, from the LSUSB. This is the same thing you get.
I got boss one, a Linux Foundation. Rally care. But you get this one.
It's from your own, right?
Yeah, I don't get it.
From my own too.
Same thing, right? Okay, so we have run all this. Let's go to this one. Let's go to this one. I just want to look at what we have not checked before. Let's go to sudo Wi-Fi to detect your Wi-Fi network. Just run this code. Sudo Wi-Fi. Sudo Wi-Fi. What do we have there? And then when you run this, let's check. We have MTL this. There's a place where you see that W what? PS, where they tell you whether it's open or it's locked. You can see this one is locked. This one is not locked, because you have to check. Once you see the one that is locked, you may not be able to penetrate. So the rest of this is just to under WPS and the channels. So how do you lock your own? You lock it when the time comes. After we have hacked it, we lock it. Yes. Okay, so I want to put Control C to stop the. Control C to stop the process. What is it asking you? Press it again.
Session where it's showing no, and there's what was in the yesterday.
That is what we have discussed. Just find that Wi-Fi protected setup. Yes. No. Does it have that wireless? Does it have Wi-Fi protected setup installed in it? Yes, or no? So the whole of this is for you to know whether there is vulnerability, whether you succeed. So I don't waste your time. Because cybersecurity does not give you, for the fact that you are an ethical hacker, does not give you automatic tickets to break into people's doors. It's only people that did not lock their door very well. And it depends on the security of the door. Some doors are locked, but with irons. Some are locked with what? Wood. Some with plastic. So what will determine your access? It depends on what the strength. So don't have that mindset that you break into everybody's account because you are an ethical hacker. It depends on what the other person has put in place. That will tell whether you can even go there. So if the whole world today have this knowledge, everybody is risk conscious, then no hacking will be able to work again. Now, let's continue. So now, the next thing is what? In order to use our adapter to detect and hack Wi-Fi network, we need to put it into what? Monitoring mode. This mode will allow us to detect the network in range and sniff their traffic what? Successfully. This is not the first time you are hearing the term what? Sniffing and spoofing. We talk about all this, right? Good. Now, the Wi-Fi adapter should be in managed what? Mode by default, which we saw there. How do you check your Wi-Fi mode? Which code did I say should run? IW what? Config. That is how you check your Wi-Fi what? Mode. Now, the Wi-Fi adapter should be in managed mode by default. So we need to change it with a few what? Command. Since it's already in managed mode and you cannot hack in what? Managed mode, you have to know the code to change it. Are we together? So the first code we are going to run, let's document so that I will not be coming here often. IF what? Config W what? Lane what? 0 down. We are going to first of all bring it down, as it will bring down the network. How do you know that your own is what? W lane 0. Some person's own can be what? W lane 1. That is why you have to run that what? Which code we run that shows us the IF config? We show you the type of what? Adapter. If it is W lane what? 0 or W lane what? 1. If your own is W lane 1, what we are going to write is what? IF config what? W lane 1 down, not 0. 0 is not constant. For example, now, if I come here now, I run what? IF config consider my own is what? W lane what? 0. If your own is W lane 1, that is what you work with. So that's the reason why this command is arranged in a way you can know, because if you don't know the adapter interface, you cannot even proceed with what? This code. You'll be targeting the wrong what? Adapter, or with the wrong adapter. Because this is a network interface. This W lane now is a network interface you are using to change, to launch the attack. So let's quickly go there and run it. So I will run IF config W lane what? Down. Run it. Now, it's saying that what? Operation what? Not permitted. Now, when you have this issue, you must run this as a root user. So you add what? Sudo. Whenever you have this issue, add sudo to that same code. Sudo what? ifconfig. Or the best thing to do is this. Just say what? Sudo su first, then you run that command, which is what? ifconfig w lane down to go now. Now you have already bring it down. Now, what is the next command? The M mode. So you are going to run this M what? Mmon, means what? M monitoring. That's the meaning. Mmon what? -ng. Check key. That is what we key the network. Mmon. Check key. Now, look up. Once you run that command, you see this network icon. Look up. This network icon, where you are clicking to see available network, will disappear. Are you with me? Even now, said your available network is down. So you run that what? M on what? -ng. Check key. Now, if you go there now, you can see that what? Network what? Disabled. So this is, yes, once you run that code, it will, because this is the process we want to use to enter what? Monitoring mode. When we are in monitoring mode, the person we are hacking cannot see us. That is what we are doing now. You are trying to hide yourself. But you are there underground monitoring network, but they can't see you. But if you hack with managed mode, it is not possible. It means that what? They will see you. Just like when we were doing the remaining anonymous the other time, before you launch attack. That is what we are doing here now. So you are making sure that at this point, they cannot see your network, but you are using it to launch attack. No, I just brought it to. So the next code we are going to write is what? iwconfig. Yes. Then this is where we are now entering the monitoring mode now, which is what? Monitor. So you must bring the network down before you can enter the monitoring mode. Can I switch now? Can I? Yeah, that is the last one I want to check now. I've already implemented the first one. Okay, so now iw config wlane monitor mode. Now, once you have done this, look up. Once you have done this, that means what? We will now run that code iconfig again to check whether that place we are seeing manage is now what? Monitor. That is how you now check. So if I come here now and say what? iconfig what? What did they run that time? iwconfig. Good. Okay, all the lights. All the lights first. When I finish running my code, you want it. I what? Config, right? wconfig only.
Share monitor.
The IF.
No, that's the before. No.
Okay, I don't. That's what I wrote. Maybe show the other one. I don't. Let me write it again.
Config like configuration.
Okay, so it's now in what? Monitoring mode. Now we are ready to launch the attack. We are on the lights now. Okay, so we want to bring the network down. Sorry, want to bring the entire network. This is what I was talking about. This network right now, if you click here, you will get what? Network manager is not what? Running. Now, if you want to bring it back, you simply run what? This code. Good. So now we cannot enter what? Web hacking fundamentals. What we have done is to, please put on the light back. What we have done is to make sure that our Wi-Fi is in what? Monitoring mode. All these, they are preparation stage. What you need to put in order before you can perform what? Web hacking. There are 3 types of hacking we are experienced to hack. We have web, we have WP what? WPA, and what? WPA2. Remember, right? So the type we want to hack now, depending on the distance. This one is majorly on Wi-Fi that are within 2.4 gigahertz range. So before we learn to crack the web, let's try to understand it and its weakness a little more. So it dates back, that is this particular analysis, when Wi-Fi was what? First introduced. This is when the first time Wi-Fi was introduced is what? This particular year, which is what? 1977. 1997. I know some of us here, then we are not even in this world. We are still in our mother's home. People like, so when Wi-Fi was first introduced to the world, the main flaw with web is what? Its use of what? Small initialization vector, which is abbreviated to what? IVS, a small what? Encryption what? Key size. So this is just trying to tell us the weakness of this particular what? Type of wireless. And it's based on this weakness that hackers were able to easily hack it, because the encryption code was very short. Unlike today now that you can use, just to make your password very strong, you can use as many as possible encryption key. Now, web hacking fundamental continuation, the IVS take up to 24 bits of the encryption key, and were used along with secret key to encrypt with RC4 cipher. Cipher is, remember we talked about this cipher, is a kind of file format that is not plain, right? That is encrypted. Each packet is supposed to have a different IV, but due to the size, reuse is very common. Since the IVS are only 24 bits long and the rest of the key is always the same, the total number of combinations are very small and easy to guess. What I expect of you is to be snapping, maybe later you document so that we can move on. Now, web hacking fundamental continuation, if they see the RC4 cipher string for a given IV is found, and hacker can decrypt subsequent packets that were encrypted with the same IV. All this, we are still trying to expose the weakness and also tell us the reason why it can be easily hacked. Can forge packets. This means that you do not need to know the web key to decrypt packets if you know what the key string was used to encrypt that packet. Thankful, we have tool now that can crack web in a matter of minutes. That is what technology has advanced to become. Unlike those days where you have to start guessing, and all of that. From all that I've explained so far, today we don't need to go through all that. There are tools that can easily get it done within a minute. So the tool we will be using is called aircraft ng. That's the reason why we clone it from GitHub. So that is the tool. This tool is used primarily to hack into Wi-Fi network and comes with what? A suite of what? Tools that will be what? Using. So that is to just throw more light as regard to why did we, in the first place, clone it from what? GitHub. Now, web attack 1, capture packets. So the first thing we want to do, what? To capture what? Packets. You know why? Because I told us when we were learning network fundamental that information are transmitted in what? In packets. So the first thing is for you to grab what? The packets. So once the bad hackers are able to grab the packet, then they can decrypt what? The key. They can crack the key. So for this attack, we'll be using what? Egwero what? DOM IP what? NG, which is from which package? From what? Aircrack IP what? NG. So it's a soft function, just like that one is a package that is offering you what? The directory you are using to capture a large number of what? Packets flowing over a network into a file and then crack the web key with what? The aircraft what? -ng. So if you know you want to crack someone Wi-Fi because you cannot buy 2 gig data, I hope following all this process. What following? Is it not better I go and look for money? Okay. Okay. It's easy. Okay, so this is just still telling us that, okay, this is part of what we have done. Where it's showing a spec, but now it's showing what? Monitoring what? Mode. So we move on. Now, this is where you are running the packets. This is where you are running what? The error mode. So we are going to run this now. To capture packets, we are going to run this error mode. Sorry, error DOM rather. Error DOM. NG. Then you will space double hyphen band. Then B, space B, then W lane 0. So when you run this, like I've explained here, run this to scan for what? 2.4 what? Gigahertz what? Wireless network, and look for your type. So you are going to see different type, but you look for the one that falls within that web. Okay, so let's go and run it together. Okay, so it should be able to run. So what we are doing right now, you are capturing what? Packets. So many packets. You can see that this one now, I have not seen anything web. What I'm seeing is what? Is web A. Sorry, WP what? A. So we have to look for, you must see W, that's a W what? EP. That's the type you want to have. So you have to give it time to scan.